Hey everyone, and welcome to another video. So today we're taking a look at some cases that have actually been sent out to me for the iPhone 16 Pro Max. So I did receive this today, and prior to that Benks did actually reach out. I did do a little bit of a collaboration with them recently for the iPhone 15 Pro Max, and they advised me that they've got obviously the new lineup for the 16 Pro Max, and they sent this out a couple of weeks ago now. I wanted to wait for the 16 Pro Max to actually come out so I can showcase the cases on the actual phone itself. So this is the pack that they actually sent out. I'm not sure if this is anything that they would do for just a retail box, but you can see here is the gift box for the iPhone 16 series. So first thing we'll do is we'll get this open. So pretty nice packaging. You can see they've been around since 2008. And we have 3 phone cases inside here. Yeah, so I'm pretty sure this isn't the sort of packaging that you would get, because obviously we don't really have any details in terms of what we have here. So we'll just go from left to right. Okay, so the very first case appears to be their Pro line of their Armor series. So this is similar to the 15 Pro Max Pro Armor case that I did actually do a review on recently. So the button on this one is, in fact this may actually be the light version, because somebody did ask me the question what's the difference, and that one did have metal buttons as far as I remember. First thing we'll do is we'll just chuck the phone on. I've not actually set the phone up, I've literally just received it. So in terms of buttons, they're all pretty tactile, and the camera button has a pretty big recess in terms of the camera control, but I don't see any reason why that wouldn't work, and if anything it does actually help you locate that section a bit easier as well. The case itself is kind of bulky because obviously this is designed for protection, and it does give you a lay on the table design even without a screen protector. I have applied a screen protector, but even if you didn't have one on, this would actually help protect the screen from scratches when you're laying it down. The camera surround is still that sort of metal finish, as you can see just there. And it is made of the aramid fiber, or Kevlar I should say, because it is Kevlar that they've got their branding as. Okay, getting this case off is a little harder just because it's so new. Taking a look at the inside, you can see built with Kevlar, and you have some details on the actual ring itself. So that's the first case that they sent out. We'll take a look at what the second one is. Okay, so the second case is, yeah, a lot brighter. So on this particular case, you can see it does have that, in fact, I was going to say metal, but this actually feels more plasticky, rubbery kind of material. One interesting little thing is you can actually see how the weave on that corner is actually stretched in the way that a proper fiber would actually stretch. It's not a perfect pattern that's followed through, because you can see that it is actually the material that's stretched over in order to form it. So this obviously gives you a better indication in terms of the actual Kevlar material. So this one being open buttoned not only goes on a lot easier, but exposes everything perfectly. You do get a little bit of a flash of that color, which in this particular lighting is actually making it look a lot more vibrant. And you can see just there the actual look of it. Yeah, it almost has like a rubbery material to it. It's kind of a strange camera bump, that is, because it definitely feels like rubber. It doesn't feel like plastic or metal, which is very different, and if anything would actually give quite a lot of grip to the back of the phone when you actually lay it down. So that's something I've not seen before, but it's an interesting choice. Your cutouts at the bottom are perfect in terms of your camera control and your power button, that's fine, and then you have perfect cutouts for your 3 buttons on this side as well. So that's the first 2 cases. The third case, and the third case is a very similar thing. This one is slightly different, where this is actually plastic on this particular model, and it's just a different color design. You do see they're built with Kevlar, and you get the writing just there as well. Similar thing, so it has got all your cutouts, and you do have the little cutouts just there to help you actually apply and remove it. These are still very tight, so there you can see this particular one, and I feel like these kind of contrasting colors actually make the gold or desert titanium pop a bit more, and it actually enhances that color when you've got something contrasting and a darker colour or darker shade going up against it. These ones, I suppose that is a tiny bit of a lay on the table design, because it is still level or just past my screen protector, but it's nowhere near as much as the first case that I actually took a look at just there. Once again, you can see on those corners how it does actually stretch the material, and the material is reasonably grippy. I would say it's more of a soft touch, and over time we'll see how this actually wears in. But both of these two are very minimalist cases, and they don't increase the footprint very much at all, whereas that one does significantly increase the actual footprint of the actual phone itself. So that's the 3 cases sent out by Benks. Once again, thanks to them for sending these out for the first look, and once I've made use of these, I'll post another video with an update in terms of how they actually hold up. If you haven't already done so, please do subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss out on any future videos, and I really appreciate if you can also give this video a thumbs up. And until the next one, thanks very much for watching.